People around this country, and for that matter around the world, are reacting tonight to the terrible news of the death of Robin Williams. A statement from his wife confirming his death alludes to his battle with depression, and now we know why.
Rest in peace. And again, Sandra Bernhardt tweeting out, great actor, introspective, brilliant, original, incredibly sad to hear news about Philip.
I've been through phases of depression when I faced career pressure, peer pressure, or even placement pressure. I had nobody to share my things.
Every fourth student is dying of suicidal attacks, either due to depression from one kind of pressure or another. But the government has turned a deaf ear towards it. The government has remained
depression is a disease which is not getting the respect it deserves.
The people who suffer from depression are actually ignored by the society as a burden. Their silence is considered offbeat, but sometimes these silences are the loudest cry for help.
Who might have thought a fantasy turning into a nightmare, suffocating when you're still breathing, and suicide would be the ultimatum of life. A low level of despair which no amount of Prozac or alcohol can overcome. And the result of this could be as frightening as distortion of life. Depression is like a war. You either win it or you die trying.
What seems to be a minor problem has actually turned into a swamp, a labyrinth with no way out, slowing down your sand of time and silently be a scavenger. In the era of socializing in fast lane where people search for companions to live with and die for, they struggle to live all by themselves. What came in like a wind has actually turned into a typhoon, twisting their life forever. They seek for isolation. Silence is the best friend because they know it's patient enough to listen to them. They search for years to enlighten people about them, but they fail to find one. So they find solace in darkness, solace in self. They believe the walls have ears too. The plant of depression that blooms inside them eventually becomes the root cause of their destruction in the end. Every step they take, they carry their baggage, the hatred, the pain, the cuss words, bullying in school, a toughened relationship. They want to run away, but they are shackled, caged in their own world. They suffer, they suffocate, they endure the pain, some by marriage in or by alcohol intake. They are agitated, they are crying, hoping for a miracle, questioning everybody. Can someone carry this weight? We read about leaps and bounds of progress in newspapers regarding health sectors, but there is no sign for help for these sufferers. Their silence speaks a lot, but the government is unwilling to listen. When questions are asked, government clamps up, closed-lipped, but not the people. Here's what they have to say.
There has to be somebody where you can share your heart out. So there has to be helpline numbers where you can just call and share your personal problems and grievances with them. There's an utter need of your friendly set of teachers in your city where you can just go and visit them, take an appointment and share your...
In a country like India, where we have medical facilities for such other diseases, why not depression? There is less research into it, there should be more research into it, more funding done, and more psychiatrists should take up the profession seriously. As well as in schools, topics should be discussed on depression. So I would strongly advise government to take a strong step now, or else it will be too late to make.
Depression, unlike other diseases, is a silent killer. You might not even see the symptoms, but it kills. And I believe that the government should, focus more on creating awareness about this disease, especially from the age groups of 13 and above, because this age group, in fact any age group, is prone to this disease.
For me, depression is like another disease which is most common these days, and people are facing a lot of depression these days due to certain issues like higher studies and day-to-day expenses, and many students are facing this problem because they are not getting admissions in a college, in a stream they like to, and government is also not aware about this thing, as they are treating cancer, AIDS. Government is doing much about these diseases, but depression, they are not treating it like a major disease.
For depression, we have got very less doctors to treat the patients, and for a little while when they treat a patient for about 10 days, 20 days, or say about a month, they feel or they tell the patient that they are cured. But the same position, the same atmosphere, they go back and again they start becoming depressed. It is not a disease, but it is a very serious matter. We have to have more of the doctors to cure the people in a way so that we don't have to send them to lunatic centers or to mental asylum.
We meet and reach people, yet we can never identify who's suffering from depression. I wonder if someone can find a way to suppress this depression and give light towards greener pastures. I meet people too, but guessing who's in the blue is the hardest thing to do. If I can be a miracle worker for someone, I guess you can be too.